Met for the first time when I was 11. We both went to the same Saturday morning music school. It was a council-run thing where I believe he was playing violin and I was playing oboe. And even though we'd never spoken at that time, I just recognised him for the fact there was three of them, three brothers, with this white blonde hair looking like little family of ducks going across the road, you know.
Once I left Depeche, I had some songs which I wanted to demo for the record company. One of them being Only You.
Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love.
Anyway, I got in touch with Alison because I vaguely knew her. I mean, we didn't have plans to form a band or anything. We had no history together. We just went from the demo to the recording studio to making the first record.
All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you.
I wasn't overly interested in technology. I couldn't even afford a record player or a cassette player, so the idea of buying hardware was, you know, there's no point in lusting after things you can't have. It's like me thinking about a miniskirt. It was never going to happen.
Listen to the words that you say. It's getting harder to stay when I see you.
Well, Vince Clarke then forms another one of these classic sort of fire and ice groups, you know. The ice is the synth and then the fire is Alison Moyet. So that's almost like a template for 80s pop is, you know, the synthesizer guy, the synthesizer bottom, and then the super passionate singer, usually female or maybe gay male, you know. It's kind of, the duo replaces the rock band. You know, it's an affront to rockism, isn't it? That, just the look of those bands, you know.
All I needed was the love you gave.
But when we first started working in Yazoo, it was like he was effectively suffering from a very recent divorce. It's like these were his childhood mates, Depeche Mode. You know, this was a huge thing for him to go from being a local boy like the rest of us, without a great deal of hope, without many prospects, you know, without any qualifications. The last thing I'd heard about him is he was driving vans for our whites, crashing them and leaving them on the street side.
Yazoo signed to Mute Records in 1982, and to his surprise, Daniel Miller found himself with another wildly successful pop act.
There was nothing right about it. It was quite soulful music with a very cold electronic beat. She didn't fit the typecast female pop star image at all. You know, and it's become a cliche now, but at that time, the quiet second bloke on synth was sort of wasn't a cliche.
In the 18 months that we existed, myself and Alison never got to know each other. We never went out to a pub to have a drink or, you know, did any of that stuff, any socialising. It was just in the studio working.
To actually come across somebody who was unfathomable, who you could not penetrate, and at the same time had, regardless of what he says, a burning ambition. You know, he was an ambitious boy. And what was amazing about it is he actually achieved his ambitions, which, again, like I say, coming from where I came from, you didn't see that very often. And I wanted to penetrate him. Not biblically, obviously, but...
I just wanted to be in the studio so much. I just, you know, I would have been in there 24 hours a day. You know, it was like being in a sweet shop.